Welcome to Bacon is My Podcast. Before we get into this show, we do want to let everybody know that we are proudly bringing this show to you from the den.
Yeah.
That's the Deluxe Edition Network.
Rocking it out.
Found at deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
In the DEN.
That's right. We are a part of an awesome network of really awesome podcasts, such as...
That's a lot of awesome that you just said there.
Yes.
Health. History. I'd like to...
Yes. There's also Beard Laws, Spoiled My Movie.
Yes.
The Deluxe Edition Podcast. There's like 26 different podcasts, so go over there, check it out. DeluxeEditionNetwork.com. Do it now.
We are happy to be one. Thank you so much. What's your bacon? Yeah.
We're here with Scary.
We are.
Scary's always been a part of the family.
He has. I didn't find a real Scary until just last summer.
This past year
when we did Capulet.
July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we did Capulet. And it was funny because I thought they didn't make those anymore. And then when I looked it up, lo and behold, there's a whole line of them.
Right. We saw some of them and they were terrifying.
We saw some fantastic ones. I don't remember what they're called. It's probably on here somewhere.
No, that's to the clamp.
It's Feisty Pets.
Feisty Pets.
Feisty Pets. So check out Feisty Pets if you want your own Scary.
Yeah, and they have all sorts of strange things.
Yeah.
They have
if you get a feisty pet though,
elephants and
photo or video, hashtag bacon is my pod.
Yeah.
Hashtag what's your bacon.
But we've had him sitting here for forever, and we were only bringing him to appearances and stuff. But you know what?
Yeah. But you know what? He deserves to be part of that.
He's fucking here all the time.
He's been on our intro forever. Is he on the intro video?
Yeah, He is,
right?
He's the ooh part of
That's right. Yeah. That's right. That's where he came in. That's right.
Yeah. So
that's right. That's right. That's when I found that.
For those of you who are not watching on Strangerhood TV, go head over to Strangerhood TV and take a look, because we got Scary the Unicorn.
He's scary
here.
See him in person. Right?
You might see him in all of our
here
fun
in person. Here he is.
You might see him on all of our graphics and whatnot, but
you can watch him.
It's not the same unless it's in real life.
Also scary.
So
today, also scary.
Today, we're gonna have a little bit of fun. We're gonna do some more tasting. We're gonna drink some stuff. We're drinking Jameson, but we got some other stuff.
We got stuff and things
that I want to try. I want to have a drink with young James here. We're gonna solo cup it.
Okay.
And we got some other stuff, and we're gonna talk a little bit about things and stuff and things.
All right. So here comes the intro. Watch for Scary. He's the one that goes, ooh.
Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my... Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my...
Guys, we are so excited because Manscaped has upped the game. Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. They've got interchangeable dual head system with both a regular razor that you're used to on your lawnmower, but also now a foil blade as well.
And if you already have one of these, if you already have the 4.0, the upgrade's good, man.
Upgrade is good.
Upgrade is good. It's got all the stuff that you like already. The light is a little bit brighter.
Yes.
Key, it has a lock.
Yes.
So that means in your bag, it won't turn on automatically because you're traveling somewhere and you put some shoes in your bag and you push down on it and it just turns on and then the battery's dead.
That's right.
You can lock it. Awesome. Awesome feature. Everything else, you've got your ceramic blades, you've got your skin-safe technology, you got all of that is the same and improved, but it's just a better system. Highly recommend.
Go to manscaped.com right now. Use the promo code BACONPOD for 20% off your entire order.
Yes.
You could get the 5.0 Lawnmower Ultra. You can also use it on other products like the Crop Mop, which is our personal favorite. If you ever see us out in the wild,
yes,
you can definitely hit us up and we will give you one of those.
We always have them on us.
Always.
Always ready to give out.
Yes. So again, manscaped.com, promo code Bacon Pod, 20% off of free shipping. Thank you, Manscaped. And always remember to ask yourself, are your balls clean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy. Welcome to Discussion and Drinks. I know we actually said that we were going to like talk about something too.
Yeah,
since we've been talking in that 20 minutes,
right?
That's the problem. What we have, we talk,
and we start talking about something, and as it starts getting more interesting, we're like, one of us will be like, "Oh, wait, let's save that for discussions." So then we'll start talking about something else, and if it's too long between that and when discussion starts,
okay,
we'll lose it.
Yeah, it's the what we're doing with the Bacon is My Passion stuff.
Oh yeah.
Before we do that, but also the week,
yes,
and the week in review, if you will, and
I have a bone to pick,
and other things.
I have a bone to pick.
Of course you do.
I do. I have a bone to pick.
This guy is so salty.
I have a bone to pick.
Social media sweetheart with Jimmy Garavac
has
something to say. What a fucking surprise!
Yeah. I have a bone to pick with myself. Right. So, as a viewer of people who go on rants,
what's up, Pinky? By the way,
I saw myself. I watched myself, and man, that guy's a dick. Now, I feel that. And what's funny is we were talking about whether we were going to get more salty or not on the show. And lo and behold, we put out a couple of things where I'm just a raging asshole. And they get more views and more interactions than anything we've done, which is disheartening.
So what I do want to actually say is that we, as a company, as a brand, as a machine, if you will.
Okay.
We used to pick one clip from the show because that's all we had the capacity to do.
Right.
And now we have found a service that we were talking to people about actually doing it for us. Mm-hmm. But then we found a service that actually does it. And what you do is you actually load the video. And out of said video, which is like Discussion and Drinks, is what, an hour, 15 minutes, or hour 20 minutes. They will pull like 45 clips and score them based on social media.
What they think will get the most interactions.
And they give you captions, all sorts of stuff. Makes the job way easier for us.
Yes. Now, we still have to go in at times and edit portions of those videos.
Yeah.
Right.
It does the captions, but there's
needs more context or sometimes less context.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it pulled a number of videos of
predominantly
of moi.
Predominantly of you.
Now, but you know why? And I'll tell you why.
Because you were so fired up.
Well,
and salty.
I think not only because I was so fired up and salty, but because I was running off at the mouth so much that I was not letting you get a word in. And I never shut the fuck up.
It happens.
It does happen.
It's okay, though.
And it shouldn't happen. Right? Hear me out here. So I will stand by, the video I will stand by is my exceptional opinion.
All right.
That video I think is pretty spot on.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of opinions, and I usually, if I'm going to say an opinion, if I'm going to say something I think, I can back it up with a lot of things because I have thought it through. Now, what I did on that video was I started with that, but then I just kept going and I got louder and I just started saying words, right? Sometimes to be harsh, sometimes to be funny, but not thinking about it and not thinking it through or anything like that, which I think is the wrong way to make an argument. So I don't necessarily think that I'm, go ahead.
I do think that there were definitely some things that were where I looked back at it and I was like, "Ooh, okay."
Sure.
But there was one that you like, and if you look at it at a fuller context of, hey, this person big timed us, and I think the first songs thing, I was okay with that one.
I was okay with that one too. I was okay with all of them, honestly.
Yeah.
Because they gave me an opportunity to kind of like, one, whether it's engagement or whatever, that's fine. I don't care. And I honestly, like, I don't really, I'm sorry if this hurts anybody out there that's listening, their feelings, but I don't care what you think about me. I just don't. I know who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm fine with who I am. The people that do know me on a personal level understand where I'm coming from a lot of times. And the people that do know me know also that I can run off at the mouth and I can be a raging asshole.
I do think that other clip was because when I get the clips to schedule them, they are the clip within its own context.
Sure.
So perhaps within the whole scope of what you were talking about, it made sense.
Sure.
But
sure.
Social media clips, sometimes they don't.
But even out of context, again, I'm fine with it. But what it did for me, which I think is a good thing, is that and I'm getting a couple we're getting a couple things from our patrons who are live with us right now. You were being passionate. I was just about to say that. And thank you guys. I appreciate that. And if you've watched the show for any period of time, you guys, I think
you know he's a raging asshole.
Yes. Yeah. I think you know both of us to a certain extent at this point, because we're both pretty transparent on this. You know what I mean? But what I think is, so when I was growing up, I had certain people around me for a huge portion of my life that's how they had discussions and made points, is they got loud, and they shouted you down, and they cursed a lot, and they made it so you almost didn't want to say anything back, and that doesn't invite discussion. What that invites is putting your dukes up, and I have definitely kind of like my whole life tried to fight against the impulse to do that, because I definitely learned how to do that, and that became a way that I in the past would win an argument. And an argument's not about winning. Or an argument might be, but a discussion's not about winning. A discussion is about putting your opinion out there, and whether it's passionate or whether it's close to you or whatever it is, there has to be a better way to articulate it. And I think that I crossed the line, my own line, of being passionate and articulate and making my point, and even making my point forcefully. I'm not ashamed of doing that. But I just felt like when I watched the video, I was like, man, this reminds me, this person that I'm watching reminds me of someone that I don't want to be. And I want to have a better way of doing this than that. It can be confrontational. I have no problem with confrontation. I have no problem with dissenting opinion. And I have no problem with a passionate argument. But I think I just kind of like ranted, and it was like made sense, and then just became just saying, like, yelling bullshit. And I saw that and I was like, you know what? That's not how I want to approach things. So I probably will again. at times, just because I think, unfortunately, that is ingrained in me and a part of me, because I think I learned that. My whole life, I think I kind of learned that. And it's an active thing to not do that. And so that's what I got out of those things, is that I want to try and not do that. I'm not saying that I won't always be right, because I probably will. But I think that if I talk really slowly and condescending to all of you. No, that's not what I mean either.
You know, I do appreciate. No, I appreciate that. I do appreciate like that approach and you saying that and stuff like that. I think that's something that we're all. Man, I hope we're all trying to do, because.
Can you put that bottom comment up on the screen, please?
No. I don't want to.
I just think it's important that everybody sees that Donna knows, and she says we also, because she represents a collection of our patrons. They know I'm always right. There was a LOL at the end of that for those not watching. But I just appreciate the comment.
I think it's really important, because that's come up with in my life very recently too. No, it's a
what an asshole I am.
Oh no, that's a I talk to you. I talk to you nearly daily.
That's a
I
constant.
know that.
That's a constant.
Yeah,
it comes up in my life a lot too.
No. I mean that, like, breaking that cycle, like it is a part of you, but trying to break that and change that.
Yeah,
and
it's abusive. It really is. It's
just given some of the things that I've experienced this year. We're in January. Yeah, this year. So like,
yeah.
And just like, a lot of my recent life, just trying to change things, be different, be more cognizant of the way you're.
Oh, you should put that one up. You should put that one up too, just to be fair. It's yes, Pinky, except when I'm wrong. Except when I'm wrong.
Yeah,
and I am wrong.
Also, spelt wrong. Wait, she corrected herself.
Yes,
it's good, because I actually have a shirt that has the asterisk YOU apostrophe RE.
Yeah, beware the thesaurus.
Yes, it's still not a shirt.
Don't ask me. Beware the thesaurus is a shirt.
No, it's not.
Not anymore.
Oh,
it was
I didn't
briefly.
Even know it was.
Yeah, it was briefly. No one bought it.
Oh, okay.
So I got rid of it.
Okay. I just started that.
I took it down because nobody bought it. Huh. It was our grandma. It's our grandma series.
Yeah.
GRAMMA.
Grandma's my passion.
Grandma's my passion.
But yeah, I appreciate that, Jimmy. Let's get to some fun stuff though.
Sure, but I felt it was important to address.
It was important.
I did
to apologize and.
Well, no, I'm not apologizing. I'm not apologizing. I'm recognizing.
Yeah.
Which I think is better than apology, because apologies can be hollow and bullshit.
Yeah. You're right.
I'm recognizing something in myself. I mean,
yeah.
I did get a couple of comments.
Yeah, we're getting some,
and I answered every one of those comments.
Some negative ones.
Yeah, absolutely. And I answered every one of those comments, and I let them know where they were fair too.
Yeah.
I remember somebody put like, "Are you jealous?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's a fair question," because like the way it came across could have come across like that. If you want to see my response, go over to strangertv.com and check out the video.
Yeah.
And then you can look through the comments and find the response.
But yeah, I think breaking the cycles of things that you dealt with when you were younger, or not even just that, just like the way things were done a certain way.
Sure.
And then recognizing the not so great parts of it and trying to fix yourself later on and fix the next generation. Not fix, but you know what I mean. Like,
well,
just
we're all a work in progress,
so
man. Everything's a work in progress.
I personally applaud you. I think that's fucking cool.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm a work in progress. I will never be perfect, but I can always be better.
Cheers to that, friend.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So today, we are going to drink something new.
All right.
Hi, I'm Dawn Brody, a comedian with a history degree and the host of the podcast HILF, History I'd Like to Fuck. Each episode, I am joined by a new guest who has brought me a subject from history that they want to know more about. Then I hit the books, I dig deep in the annals, and stimulate. We've covered Frankenstein, Houdini, Joan of Arc, Pompeii, the Salem witch trials, right? Ugh. Join us and find out for yourself that history is a party and everybody's coming.
Have you noticed some new things on Bacon Is My Podcast? We have the new BIMP Lounge.
Yes.
Right? So with that, we're trying to up our game a little bit here.
That's right.
Right? We're trying to extend our reach. If you want to help us do that, well, one of the ways you can do that is by rocking out with our sponsors. Jump over to baconismypodcast.com, jump to our sponsor page, and check out all of our awesome sponsors. Get all
GrillYourAssOff.com, DrinkWildBills.com, Manscaped, Pod Decks. There's quite a few of them.
Everything's
and we're
there
adding stuff all the time.
with the most recent promo codes and the best deals that you can possibly get. Another way you can help us, get some t-shirts.
Like this one right here. It doesn't come without the sleeves,
It gives you the option.
but it gives you the option.
Yeah, you get it with sleeves. You don't want sleeves, you cut the sleeves off.
That's right.
That's how it works. Then you have a headband if you have like a thin head.
Yes.
I can't use the sleeves as a headband because I have a giant round head.
Yeah, we both do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to baconismypodcast.com. Check out the merch page. Bacon is my fashion.
Yes.
Right.
And you can check out all the latest episodes. It's kind of like a portal to everything Bacon Is My Podcast, including our music.
A portal to bacon.
Yes. Including his band, Craving Strange.
Yes,
My band,
his band,
Something Heavy. Also, Bacon Is My Passion, the band itself. So
Music coming.
yes. So go ahead, check it out. Costs nothing to look. So
And
go
then
ahead.
you
and do
should
it.
buy. You break it, you bought it though.
We are going to drink something new, and it's not whiskey.
Ooh, Donna just made a great point, honestly. Like I've been saying lately, growth is less about learning and more about unlearning. And I think
yeah.
that's super poignant.
150%.
Super poignant,
Yes.
super smart.
Yes, yes.
Excellent take on that. I agree with you 1,000%, Donna. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. To the fun stuff.
All right, let's
Real
do it.
quick.
What do we got?
I do have a drink that we are going to have.
Right. It's brown bagging over there.
It's brown bagging.
It's brown bagging.
Over there. But what I did do is
You got a lot of jerky.
I got a care package
Holy crap.
from our buddies over at GrillYourAssOff.com.
Okay.
Don't forget to go to GrillYourAssOff.com. Use the promo code BACON, 10% off.
10% off.
They are... So I got a bunch of jerkies. And
We've been working with them for years. Veteran-owned company. Totally awesome.
Yep. We got to bring Jason back on.
Yeah.
Actually, and they're the other guy, John. Apparently, he's a lot of fun too. So we'll
cool.
talk to him too. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of different flavors of jerky. I've got tropical cayenne, which I'm kind of intrigued by. We've got Cajun,
Okay.
butter garlic, butter
garlic.
garlic, mesquite,
Okay.
maple brown sugar,
Okay.
smoky chipotle,
Okay.
cowboy style,
Cowboy
and
style.
original.
What's cowboy style? Is that just like a barbecue?
It is apple cider, vinegar, water, molasses, honey, red
Barbecue
vinegar,
sauce. Barbecue sauce.
lime juice, cloves, onions, salt, garlic, chili powder,
All the ingredients to a delicious,
vinegar, hickory,
delicious barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
More of a barbecue rub or like one of those mopping sauces. Actually,
Probably.
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I don't
I
know.
already know what I'm picking.
What's that?
What are you picking? I'm picking the tropical.
Right, that looks really
Because I have no
super
idea what that
interesting.
is, but tropical cayenne sounds like. I mean, how do you go wrong there? I like the tropics, and I like cayenne's my
like-
favorite pepper.
That's gonna be sweet because tropical sweet.
This is gonna be a heat to that, man. You can't say.
Well, no.
cayenne.
It's gonna be sweet heat.
Yeah, but I agree. It's gonna be yeah.
So probably
Cayenne is my favorite of the
Go-
peppers.
I won't go with the maple brown sugar.
Mhm.
I would would either go with the mesquite chipotle or.
Well, there was another name that didn't immediately give me a like. Oh, I know what this is.
Butter garlic,
It might have been butter garlic. What's the other one?
maple brown sugar.
Yeah, definitely butter garlic. Then is probably the one that I was also like, I can't place immediately what that. But well, you know what? No, I do know what butter and garlic tastes like.
Yeah, right.
I eat it all the time.
Yeah, it's
I put it on
literally every
everything.
meal. It's every meal.
Yeah.
That you cook.
What do you put on a steak besides salt and pepper?
I think
Butter and
I
garlic.
think I'm going with the mesquite. Only because
I love it. Mesquite's great.
Yeah. So I will let you guys know that
What else did you get from them?
I also got their hot sauce. It's Fire Chief hot sauce. And the reason why I got it is because this particular item also some of the proceeds go to first responders.
Oh, no, okay.
It is.
I'm gonna order one too.
Yeah,
Then
it is.
absolutely.
It's not. It's 2.5 out of 5 peppers, so it's not a crazy hot thing. But the proceeds go to
it's supporting first responders, which
support. Yeah.
yeah.
The
Our
other
first
thing,
responders make the world go round. So
the other thing I got, and I'm not sure. I don't know if we're gonna do it on the.
show them what an excellent job. Like when you
So-
order from Grill Your Ass Off, right? If you order
This
a jar,
is a
of something-
jar.
We did
and it's
have
this. We did have
one of our
faux
friends
pas, mishap, if you
had
will.
an issue with some stuff that she ordered, and it looks like they really took care of. They really fixed any problem
Yeah.
that could have happened with that.
Yeah. So at Capulet Fest, we had the
pickles.
donkey dongs.
Yeah, the
Yes.
donkey donks.
Well, they've come out with the new one, the atomic donkey dongs,
okay.
which is
Atomic
like
Dong.
a hot.
Dude, can we make a band called Atomic Dong?
Sure. And this item also
What kind of band is Atomic Dong? Let us know in the comments.
this also benefits first responders as well.
Nice. Awesome.
But yeah, this is actually apparently a hot version of the donkey dongs.
Okay. Interesting.
So this we'll save for a rainy day. as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also got the black cherry smoked sea salt, which I'm gonna
Black cherry smoked sea
start.
salt.
Yeah, I'm excited about this.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it'll be
interesting
good.
too.
All right, so let's try one of these first.
Sure.
Let's try the mesquite because I feel
Okay.
like that's probably
we have an
the most
idea of
tame.
what that's going to be.
Baseline.
We can judge it. Yeah.
It's a baseline,
It's a good baseline. That works.
if you will.
I will. Will you?
Let's see. We've got ska
Punker.
metal,
Punk or hardcore? Okay.
and then we've got punk or hardcore for sure. Okay.
Donkey Dong. We are Donkey Dong.
So as we try this, I am gonna say
No, it's not Donkey Dong. What was it? Atomic Dong.
Atomic Dong.
We are Atomic Dong.
So
I like that.
Here we go, Jimmy.
Yeah.
So this week in
Oh, it smells so
yeah,
good.
it smells fantastic.
Oh my god.
In my life,
Flat meats.
I actually brought Gavin and Lacey last night to go see Beartooth,
Yes.
and it was really, really awesome. Now Lacey wasn't feeling great, and she also I don't know if she's a concert girl.
Right. But she's young. We don't know yet.
Yeah, she's still only 7.
Yeah.
Gavin.
Concerts are loud. A lot of people.
Well, we earplugs and stuff,
But
and
still.
actually, believe it or
Earplugs
not,
are uncomfortable.
This was not super loud. Everybody used the in-ear systems and everything like that.
Okay.
And the sound was great.
Cool.
The sound was fantastic.
Nice.
Gavin, for those of you who don't know, my 10-year-old son Gavin is a legit hardcore Beartooth fan, and it's probably his first real love for a band. That's not just one song or two songs because mom and dad like it.
Right.
It's because he actually listens to
He
them
digs the band.
every fucking night
Okay.
on Spotify, front to back, every single song.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Loves them.
Nice.
Loves it. Was wondering why they weren't playing certain songs in the set. Kind
Wow.
of things. He's 10. 2 weeks ago, lucky enough to bring him to Story of the
What'd
Year.
you
with
listen to
Joey.
when you were 10?
Nothing this cool. I'll
Well,
tell
like,
you that.
what you
much.
got? What did you
Actually,
listen to?
you know what? So fifth grade, when I came into fifth grade, it was
Fifth grade's 10?
Yes.
Well, I was 11 because I got held back.
Yes. So
I wasn't
it
mature
was,
enough.
for me. It was Green Day, No Doubt, Bush,
Okay.
Chili Peppers, Pearl Jam.
Okay.
I was the weird kid with the concert shirt that I was able to get at Sam Goody because I couldn't go to any of the shows because my parents didn't want to go to any of the shows. But my son now.
I'm a
is
little
going
older
to
than you,
be-
so all those bands were my 7th and 8th grade.
Okay.
I think 7th or 8th grade, something like that.
Gavin is the kid that actually goes to those shows
Okay.
and still has that oversized band T-shirt.
Nice.
Yeah. And so yeah, we went, and man, I got to tell you, like, I showed Jimmy some videos of him. We were able to get pretty close. We went to Baltimore. The venue's called Rams Head Live. I don't love the layout of the venue, but the way we were able to get in and the way things laid out, there was like a sidebar. And Rams Head Live is a really cool, like, almost like just a community center with a bunch of restaurants and bars and
where was
activities
this?
and stuff.
I'm sorry.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
It's Baltimore.
Okay. That's right.
So we go in, and it was just this like little area. We go in, and there's a bar, and then there's the stage. There's the guitars, the guitar tech, and once you you can't get in it otherwise.
Right.
And I was like, this fucking sucks because you can't, like, the speakers are in front of the stage and whatnot. So like, what are we supposed to do? You try to get through the crowd. So it was almost like when you draw a penis, where it's just like, okay, up, and then the sides are
balls.
the testicles,
Right. Okay.
like a terrible rough penis thing.
Like a rough penis drawing.
And then they had an upstairs, which you couldn't
Yes,
get to.
Def Chick. He was in Maryland.
I was in Maryland for less than 24 hours.
Less than 24 hours. Def Chick's in Maryland.
Yeah, I know. But it was less than 24 hours. We would have liked to have gone a little bit longer, but there were extenuating circumstances. Yes. That being said, the venue kind of sucked, but we finally kind of figured out that, hey, we got kids, and people were like, that's pretty cool that you got kids here.
Right.
And then we found that the one area is kind of like the ADA area, which is where like the handicapped and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And people were kind of like, yo, your kids are short. Put them right there. So Gavin was hanging out right at the guitar tech booth. So was Lacey. And just like standing right there chilling, and got a perfect view of the whole thing.
Nice.
And that was really cool. But the coolest part was him experiencing a band that he's been listening to for however, like, it's got to be like 2 years. Since Below came out.
Seeing them live, seeing their songs that he likes live.
And just seeing the spectacle, feeling the energy, feeling the bass.
Yeah.
And man, it was so cool to just experience that through his eyes. I didn't care. I didn't take any pictures or video of the band. Mm-hmm. It was all video of him and his reaction and his feeling, what he was going through at that moment.
That's awesome.
And it was the coolest shit ever. Ever. Mm-hmm. Legit.
Your heart grew 3 sizes that day?
Oh, dude. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Like I'm feeling it right now.
Oh yeah, you're beaming a little bit. Your eyes are a little watery.
Yeah.
They're a little watery.
Yeah.
I see it.
It's so cool. It was such a cool experience, and then him just kind of like looking around and being like, I can yell this. I can
Right.
I can yell back at him.
I can be as loud as I want right now.
This is cool. He's telling me to jump. Dad, I can jump. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, go for it. And he's just like, yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. That was the coolest shit ever.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. Bring them early. Bring them early. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah, that was my highlight of the week.
That's a good
highlight.
highlight.
I wanted
man.
to bring that up.
That's a good highlight. That's awesome.
I love it.
Here, cheers.
Let's have some
to
mesquite
that. Let's have
jerky.
some mesquite jerky. Oh, that's like cowboy jerky.
That's smoky.
Yeah, you can put that in a leather satchel, just naked, and it'll last for 10 years.
But
It's delicious.
you can taste the charcoal,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
If you're a fan of charcoal,
Oh man, there's a lot going on there. That's so good. Wow.
I want to say,
Like wood.
is it
I mean mesquite. so
soy
wood.
sauce?
Yeah, I think every jerky has soy sauce. But
It's never listed.
this is like you taste the fire. You know? Like you get that. It tastes like cooking over a campfire smells. You know? We have a question in the in the chat from our patrons. Picky904 says, Did either of them wear ear protection? If so, what kind? I want to bring Emma
Okay.
to shows.
So, ear
But-
protection.
Her little ears.
We've got these. Okay. These are condors. I also have another
literally
one
what
that's-
you wear when you go to shooting range.
Right. You can also get them at like construction or hardware stores,
Yeah.
tools and stuff like that.
Yep.
They are for those. The ones that we used last night, because it worked really well for Gavin at Story of the Year, were the little squishy ones that you put in.
Like just the kind you'd find at CVS.
Yeah.
Like the grape flavored. Right.
Yep.
They have
But-
grape and orange. That's how
So
we
so
mentioned.
definitely go in having those. Again, Gavin's 10, Lacey's 7, so
Yeah.
I think his ear holes are a little bit bigger.
Does she have a hard time keeping them in? Does she pull them out? or
No,
anything?
no. Well, see, I don't even know, because when we got in there, again, the sound wasn't that loud.
Right. Okay.
It wasn't bad. Like, it was to the point. So Jen always wears earplugs at shows and stuff, but she was in there and she was like, "This is not loud at all." And I think that's almost
I'm gonna do a Jameson test while we're talking, just because this is in my hand
almost
and I want to eat it.
it's almost this new thing that's happening where, like you said, the whole quiet stages
Oh my
across
god,
America.
mesquite's so good.
I wanna try it.
Mesquite's so good. Oh my god,
Yeah.
Jameson, like, one, it hydrates it, but two, it brings out even more of that smokiness.
The oakiness, the flavor. I enjoy it.
Dude, that's so good.
Yep.
This makes me so worried about whatever this drink is. Because there's no way you're going to give me something this delicious without giving me
No.
something that's going to hammer me.
Probably.
God, this is so good.
So yeah. Nowadays, now at local shows, yeah, you got to wear them. Some of these national venues, bring them as a precaution. You might not need them.
Right.
So, yeah.
I've heard that certain venues actually lowered their rules for decibels
Yeah.
that they will allow, or whatever the threshold is.
Well, I think it's also very different now with how bands are playing, right? So now you're talking about bands that are doing, they're doing like tracks and layers,
Sure.
and they're doing. If it's a band that it's not just we're a rock band and we're playing,
Yeah.
and it's a presentation, you're not going to get that same volume.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
Yeah, I can see that.
So,
what do you prefer at this point? Do you prefer one over the other?
I think there's a time and a place for everything. It really depends on the band.
Yeah.
But in terms of a band that I've seen do both, Beartooth has their presentation after seeing them last night was
Right.
made me go, oh shit. Like that was way better. Just because it's a whole show. It's a, you know, there's video packages, there's air cannons. Sometimes when they're in outdoor venues, they have fucking flamethrowers and shit.
Right,
Flame
right.
cannons and stuff. So, you know what? If it's creating an experience and it doesn't hinder anything, then yeah, like that's the way to go. I mean, you got a band like a Foo Fighters.
Uh-huh.
Would they benefit from it? I don't know.
Yeah, I think, like, for me, I think there's a balance that needs to be achieved, because I think that each thing, especially in today's audience, with what they're used to viewing and what the amount of visual and oral stimulation that they're used to. I think that if you are a band that doesn't do that, that's just a rock band that plugs in and plays, even uses traditional amps and all that kind of stuff, I think that you are you're losing some of the depth and width of the experience that you can give people. And on the other side, if you are doing tracks and you are doing that, I think you're losing, the potential is there to lose energy and connection that those other bands can get.
I think
there's a balance in between that
I gotta
you have
tell
to
you,
achieve.
Last night, that's why I want to bring you to a Beartooth show.
Well, and that's what I said about
It's
Beartooth
like,
to you earlier, as I was saying, they're one of the bands that seems to be able to do both.
Were able to do both really, really, really well, where it was, you felt it. You felt every moment of it.
That's
you
cool.
Felt it.
Yeah, I want to.
It was really
that.
great.
I want to
It was really
experience that
great.
for sure. And I think they're a great band.
Yeah.
And I think they have a great singer and a great frontman and really good music. So now we have, again, from our patrons that are live with us right now, we have Def Chick 23, not to be confused with the other 22 Def Chicks. Wait, I'm dumb. Clubs have decibel thresholds. Clubs and bars, yes,
I mean,
they do, but that's the town's
right.
or the area that you're in has one past a certain time.
It's
but
also not very strictly enforced.
not like a theater does, not like more of a
like a real
venue,
like a national venue.
I'll say theaters and bigger,
right,
are going to have more of the rules that they have to go by because they're using much bigger systems. When you're in a small room, you can you're not spreading the sound across as big of an area, so a higher decibel level will actually sound the same volume as a lower decibel level in a giant place with more speakers and more things happening. So yes and no, Def Chick. There are definite levels. I've played in places. I played a theater once where there was a guy going around with a decibel meter when we were doing sound check and was literally like showing it to us, going, "You got to turn your amps down." And we were like, "I don't know what you want right now because our drums can't be quieter." And we are right now, we're barely heard over the drums. And it was a struggle to try and figure that situation out. And I will say that we did a show recently at a theater just last summer that some of our patrons were at, where it was a similar situation. We didn't have someone walking around with a meter, but we did. If for those of you that were there, you definitely had to notice that it was way quieter than a typical bar club show. But that also has to do with you're in a smaller area, you're standing closer to the speakers, the way the room's set up, all those kinds of things. But there's like a safety level so that there's not hearing damage. But usually that's not even as important to them as whatever level will keep it under a level that will disturb the businesses next door. And that's where they really kind of put the foot down on it.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. You're popping in, you're watching the show, you're listening to the show, you're like, I really like their interviews. Or you're like, I don't like their interviews at all, but I do like 7 questions. Or you're like, man, I wish more people knew about this show because these guys are fun and these guys are cool. How can I help?
Well, one of the best ways to help is by going over to patreon.com/baconismypodcast and joining our Patreon. We've got awesome 3 tiers starting at $3 per month where you will get live stream shows on all of our discussion and drinks.
Every week, a live stream that you can join in on, you can weigh in on, you can jump in the chat, you can jump in the little community.
Interact with us.
We got a cool squad over there too, so you can meet people, make friends. We're all about that. Also, you can learn some cooking tips from us.
Yeah.
We got a few of those up there. You can try some of our dishes out.
Yeah, you can also watch us eat horrible shit.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Now, when we cook stuff, it's delicious, but the stuff that we eat is not.
Yeah, that's totally
separate.
Never fun.
Separate thing.
Yeah, but go ahead, go over there. There's tons of new content. We have early music releases. We've got live streams. We've got watch-alongs. We've got all sorts of stuff. Go to Bacon Is My Podcast's Patreon today and sign up and be part of the BIMP squad.
Totally helps us out, guys. Thank you so much. Cheers to you. What's your bacon?
What's up, everybody? I'm Matt, the host of the Beard Laws Podcast, a podcast that has nothing to do with beards. A podcast where we aim to entertain and interact with our live viewers, but our listeners, they're like the quiet person that never talks sitting around the bonfire because the rest of the group is so entertaining, hilarious, wild, and a little bit dumb. So grab a drink, grab a snack, and let Beard Laws and the boys, Toby, Brandon, Logan, Zach, Richie, and our occasional special guest entertain you. We're live on the Beard Laws YouTube Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and for whatever reason you want to see us and or our beards, check us out, thebeardlawspodcast.com. We're everywhere.
So what do you say?
What do I say? I say so many things.
So, in this bag is what we'll be tasting.
I love that we're brown. Now, are we going to taste it while in the brown bag and we have to guess what the flavor is? Or what's...
Why? I know what it is.
Okay.
So, do you want to?
I mean, I don't know. Is that entertaining to you?
I think the reveal is entertaining.
Oh, letting me see it first before I taste it?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do we got?
So today we've gone with another Lester's Fixins, right?
Yeah.
Lester's
those of you-
Fixins, if you haven't seen in the past,
for those of you on the Patreon,
and there's actually a very early on episode
yes,
of us tasting
such
Lester's
notable
Fixins.
flavors as
Ranch soda,
yeah, cornbread,
bacon,
hot wing,
Yeah.
buffalo wing.
buffalo wing.
Yeah.
Yep. So today,
What do we got
Lester
today?
has given us mustard flavored soda.
Oh God!
I'm so excited.
That was a real reaction. That was from.
Oh man, I'm so excited. So
That was from the nethers. My stomach went no. Don't
So-
mustard, Lester. I tell you what, Lester,
he's not a nice person.
Lester the molester. You're molesting my insides. Is
So-
what's happening?
I feel violated by
For
you and
anybody,
your choices.
you can go to Amazon. Amazon has all these sodas all over the place. But if you want to get it locally and you want to get smaller quantities or just one or two or anything like that, I want to suggest Rocket Fizz. Rocket Fizz is in Levittown, New York. Great people, and they hooked us up. They gave us a few of these sodas.
They hooked us up.
Yeah,
hooked us up.
Yeah.
Thanks for hooking us up.
So we got some mustard flavored soda. and what's fun about this? So
I don't know why I'm having
visceral reactions to it.
I don't even mind mustard.
No, I know.
I like mustard.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why it's in, like, my throat right now is doing that click. Yeah, that like that's happening.
Yeah. So less.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, they're really great over there, and they heard what we were doing.
They're awesome.
And they were like, "Here's a bacon flavored soda," and I was like, "We had that. Can we have something that's not as good?" And they were like,
"It's not as good." Way to go.
Here.
Way to go, Mike. Hey, maybe it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Maybe it's gonna be great. I need to see both of these.
You're gonna see both of them. Relax. Here, I'll put this.
You've been cheating this whole time. We found it out. We found you out. We learned. I'm gonna do it to the light.
He's gonna bring it to the light.
Bring it to the light.
This isn't wrong. This is mustard flavored soda.
All right, we're even. We're even.
So Lester's fixing mustard flavored soda. I'm excited for the Jameson test here, because that's gonna be.
I haven't smelled it yet.
Here, let's. That smells like farts. It doesn't smell like mustard. It smells like farts.
It does smell like farts.
Well,
it smells like orange soda farts. It's like a Shasta fart.
No, it's sauerkraut.
Jesus Christ.
It's sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut.
Here we go.
Sauerkraut makes me vomit.
Cheers, buddy.
I don't want it. All right.
Here we go.
Okay. Oh my God, the aftertaste is so bad.
It is pretty fucking bad.
No. Oh my God. Why? Why does this why? Why does this exist?
So number one.
This is the number two because it's shit.
It doesn't taste like mustard.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't taste like
the
mustard.
aftertaste.
It doesn't taste like mustard at all. Lester, you need to get your quality control in check, because this doesn't taste like. Whoever's developing this shit doesn't taste like mustard. We got. Well, first off, Deaf Chick telling take back his sourdough. Sourdough is gone the next day. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no sourdough left.
There's nothing left.
You crazy?
And then Pinky wants the Jameson test.
This tastes like licking a scab on an old man's elbow. Right? It's salty like a scab lick.
It is. But it's like a couple days old.
But it leaves the roughness.
Little white crust.
There's a roughness on my tongue, as if I were to have licked a scab off an old man's elbow.
It's got like the lightning bolt little white crust on it.
Fuck.
You think Jameson's gonna?
Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? It shouldn't be doing that.
Is it gonna help? You think Jameson's gonna help?
I don't know. It's doing something to my throat. Not like in a bad way, but it's creating I think there's a mental thing that's happening right now.
Yeah, we should try.
That's really creating an almost gag.
Cheers.
In my throat right now.
Do you want the little baggie?
No.
No, I'll just do it in your lap.
Please don't. Please don't. Oh. That's so awful. When you bring it to your nose, it's like when you've left the garbage. When you've left the garbage
Anybody have pets?
in the house.
Take your pet
overnight.
out for a walk. Then bring your pet in. Then lift it up. Look at that little paw pad. Just put it right in your mouth.
It
Put it right in your mouth. Just lick it around.
it smells it smells like and tastes like that smell when you got lazy and you're just like, I'll just throw it out in the morning, and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have thrown that out in the morning. Yeah, this was I mean, I thought it was going to be bad. This is way worse than I intentionally wanted it to be. Yeah, I mean, I have another.
You ever wiped your dog's mouth when it ate a turd? Take that wet wipe. Just put it in your mouth. It's a wet wipe with dog turd and saliva on it. This is.
So one time. So there was one time that
I don't even know what that noise is I'm making. I've never made that. I've never made that noise.
I think I'm just gonna down it. Just down this whole thing. Just like make it be over.
I don't know if I can.
You can do it. You can do it. Just open the gullet. Don't smell it. Don't smell it. Because the smell is like fucking.
Why is it hitting me like this?
Raw chicken.
It shouldn't hit me like this.
That fermented overnight.
It's not even like raw chicken. It's
in
like you cut the
turds.
fat off the chicken and then you just decided like, oh, that's a chewer for the day. It's gonna work my jaw out on this chicken fat.
So awful.
Yeah.
All right, let's
When
go.
I'm done chewing, I'll just put it under my armpit for an
Let's go,
hour.
buddy. Let's do this.
Then
Let's
put
get
it
this
back in
over
my
with.
mouth.
Let's get it over with. Get it over with. Come
God,
on.
I hate you sometimes. Oh! Take it away from. Oh! Oh!
Yes, that was. Take it back and throw up into this. If you're gonna throw... There was.
Get it away from me.
There was a. Oh my god.
Oh, my eyes are watering.
That is.
It's just gross.
It's awful.
It's fucking gross.
That was. I'm having this like aftertaste that I need to like get out. Otherwise, I'm gonna.
Can we try
probably
this
act-
tropical cayenne, please? Fucking open. Why will you open? Why will you open?
You're shaking. You're shaking too much. Here, take a fucking scissor.
Can't-
Quit spazzing out.
I can't bite through it.
Here. Just if you
No, I
want
got
a
it.
little piece of this. That is really bad though. Like that last.
God.
It's got this aftertaste where
Oh, that.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Just
Enjoy that.
Just as she said it, Pinky goes, "Don't burp." I did.
Yeah.
Oh, and again, it's awful. There's
Tropical
something-
cayenne. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah.
Now that
Oh, that's so good.
it's got a little kick to it too.
Ooh. Oh man. Oh,
That's
that
nice.
just changed everything.
Mm-hmm. See, I redeemed myself.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Yeah. Now this
That's great.
is something that I can really get behind.
Sniggy, yes, it's a no. Donna, I'm sorry I made you gag, but I'm just giving you accurate descriptions of what that tastes like.
Jimmy literally almost threw up.
Yeah.
I heard the little.
Yeah, that was close.
I was like, "Oh no, not the globe!"
The click happened.
It was more than the click.
No, you know, like
It wasn't too sweet.
when you're like, "Ooh," like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tropical cayenne.
It leaves a burn, which is I like. It's a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a Jameson test.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
My nose is running, not from this,
No.
but from before. Yeah, thanks, man.
I gave you a good ratio.
We were friends.
2-1.
No, that counts as 3. Jameson doesn't help this.
No. It doesn't hurt it.
No, but this is too strong of a flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of overtakes the Jameson. So to get back to good descriptions,
Yeah.
this it gives you like a the sweetness is very much like a mango,
Yeah.
right? It gives you like a hint of that. It doesn't taste like mango, but it's that same sweetness that mango has.
Mango juice and pineapple juice.
Ah, there it is. That same kind of sweetness, but then the cayenne kind of like surrounds it and envelopes your mouth.
It
Right.
creeps up after the fact.
Yeah, it like covers your mouth hole.
I like it.
In a really good way. Like that's really good.
I love that.
It's really good. But if you're doing it, like if you're gonna have this jerky with a beverage, the beverage is gonna
Water.
be completely lost. Yeah, exactly. It's
Go
just
for water.
It's just
Yeah.
because your drink's gonna taste like water anyway, so it's not even worth it.
Right. Well, since we made it here, let's talk a little bit about
We've already been
Big
on an
Red
hour.
Passion. Well, this is the patrons we've been on for an hour for, so we
We're only on with them for like 10 minutes.
yeah, so
All right.
we're gonna start wrapping up. We're gonna talk about
Oh, okay.
bacon is my passion.
Sure.
Quick.
Let's do it.
So we had a little bit of a hiccup with the holiday.
Keep going.
Well, it's hitting you after the fact, huh?
No, I burped again and just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now that with heat, I can
3
only imagine.
times a lady.
That with some heat sounds
those.
like not great.
No, not great.
Yeah. So guys, we are going to be doing Bacon's My Passion stuff.
Yes.
We are. I promise. We've decided,
We're changing it up.
changing it up a bit. Jimmy? Oh. Take it over.
Okay. So for those of you that were a part of our Twitch stream, our original idea was we wrote all these songs. Let's get a producer to help us work through the songs. Because we wrote them like years ago and it was kind of revisiting them. So let's get a producer. Let's listen. Let's take notes. Let's figure this out. Which was extremely helpful. Thank you, Dave Caggiano, for being a part of that.
Fucking best.
And then we were going to record it with all live players and basically kind of create a band situation. And the original idea was actually to release it when we had our show,
Yeah.
right? And so we went through the process of putting a band together for the show and rehearsing.
Well,
and,
before that,
yeah.
our initial thing, we had players picked out, but not all of them were available for the show.
Right. Schedules changed.
So then it was like, okay. And
But
Yeah.
the players we got for the show were amazing.
right.
Amazing players. But then it was like, okay, do we go back to the players we picked for the record? Do we use the players that we had for the show? And I think I can speak for both of us where I can just say, like, the experience of the whole thing just became too stressful.
It wasn't what we entered
Yeah.
going into it.
It started, it became a little too stressful, and it became not fun. And we didn't ever go into this. Well, we went into this with the whole idea of like, well, it's just got to be fun. The whole thing's got to be fun. So the minute it's not, we both kind of like pulled back a little bit on it. And neither of us really talked to each other about it. We were just probably both kind of like, well, I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
You know? And when we did talk about it, it was like, I'm not having fun with this. And it was like, you too? I'm not having fun with this either. And it was like, well, let's get back to when was it fun? How do we make it fun? And it was like, well, it was fun when it was just the two of us kind of like creating this stuff and just kind of off the cuff coming up with ideas and
doing it,
rolling those ideas and then deciding like yay or nay and figuring it out. So we decided to kind of like reassess and scrap our idea that we had gone through, which honestly was probably kind of based on that both of our old school idea of like, well, you need to have a band, you need to do this. And we decided to just bring it back to what it was to begin with. And what it was to begin with was just the two of us batting
make
around
it if
ideas.
we try.
Yeah. Yeah. You and I, man. You and I. Yeah. Mini me, you complete me.
I'll be mini. I get it.
Yeah. So, I don't know. You did the gross soda, so you might be Dr. Evil. Million. So we decided to kind of get back to that idea of just the two of us going through it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take it back to basics, go back to that, figure it out as we go, and we're going to put out some songs.
Yes.
Right? We put out the 3 that we put out already. Check those out if you haven't. Bacon is My Passion on Spotify, all streaming services. Let us know what you think of those. Let us know what you think could be better or don't. I don't know. I don't care. I just said that to say it. I don't really care. Let us know what you think. Not what you think could be better. Just let us know what you think if you like it. But we're just going to keep it fun.
Yeah.
So we are going to put that together and put out some stuff.
Yeah. We are going to get back to putting it together. Maybe we'll do some stuff for the patrons while we do it. Maybe we're not going to do the Twitch thing again.
I think we should go live to the patrons during certain portions of the recording.
Yeah, I agree.
So stay tuned for that. For those of you that are live with us right now.
Yep.
If you want to be a part of that, go to patreon.com/baconismypodcast and check it out.
Something that I will say is I think the first our
that'll be for our third tier.
Yeah.
Third tier members.
Yep. The BIMP squad.
Yep.
So something that I will say to you guys is we are actually the first thing that we're doing because we've been asked is actually to re-record Death Be a Woman.
Yep.
And the reason for that is because Polestar and Mark, the manager, came to Jimmy and said, "Hey, this song doesn't like really, for some reason, sonically it doesn't.
It's not quite up to the standard that we're looking for.
It's not really up to the standard that we're looking for." And said, "You guys think you could re-record it and stuff?" And he asked why.
Yeah.
Jimmy, why?
Because we did it in a week. Because we thought we were doing something for a friend's indie film, and that they needed it in a maximum of 2 weeks time to get it in there. And so we did it, got it done, got it to them. And then the movie actually got picked up and got bigger, and it's become a bigger thing. We released the song a month later because we were like, we should just put this out.
Right.
And we just put it out as is. And now that the movie has taken on a bigger life, they're like, the song needs to be up to the quality of a major label release.
Mhm.
And so that's kind of the goal. So that's what we got to do.
Yeah. And when we say it was recorded in a week,
It wasn't recorded in a week.
It was
written,
written,
recorded,
and to them
mixed and mastered to them.
10 days.
Yeah.
10 days. So that's what you're listening to. If
When you go listen to that,
that's 10 days worth of work.
that is 10 days from we have not even an idea of what this is going to sound like to what you're listening to finished product.
And 10 days in normal human years, right?
Yes.
Days, right?
With just the two of us.
Like it was just
and
the two
neither
of us.
of us are a drummer and neither of us are a keyboard player.
And both of us have full-time jobs
And bands.
and bands. Well, it was COVID. So it was a COVID
Both of us had
bands-ish.
bands-ish and COVID.
So we were starting to get into a pod, just the two of us, making it if we try.
Yeah. Just the two of us.
You and I.
You and I.
And that was when I was working my like 50-something hour a week job, 50 to 60 hour a week per. Yeah.
That's true.
So it wasn't just a like, hey, this was done in 10 days. It was also not the only thing we worked on.
There
for 10
weren't
days.
there weren't 10 24-hour days available for it either.
All right.
So
now
so those are all the excuses as to why it sounds the way it does.
yeah.
Which I still think it sounds pretty good.
I don't think it's I think it sounds right for what we were told originally it was. An indie scene in a shitty bar.
Yeah, garage recording.
But
And that's what it was. It was a garage recording.
Now it's one of those things where we can go, you know what? Let's take the fucking gloves off. Let's get fucking crazy. Let's get crazy. Let's get nuts.
Let's get crazy. Let's get nuts.
So yeah, that's gonna be the first thing. So if you sign up for Patreon, something that I want to point out is your first week is free.
Oh, I did not know that.
If you sign up for the best tier there is, your first week is free.
Wow. So you can go on and you can watch all the stuff that we've done. Like ad-free episodes, extra episodes of taste, like a bunch of tasting episodes. A couple of our cooking episodes. Check out like all the like, hey, here's photos and stuff of our notebooks where we wrote these songs, and then here's links to the songs and links to your songs early. All that stuff you can do in that first week.
Demos.
For free.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's cool.
Room demos of songs that were never released.
I didn't know it.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, first week is free.
Donna, we're not going to change the song. Donna's comment from our patrons.
Yeah.
If you're a patron, you can comment and you can ask us stuff and you can interact during the shows. I love how it sounds now. Hope you don't change it too much.
So sonically, it's going to change in terms of sounds.
Yes.
Structure, song, lyrics, anything like that, no.
Right.
What our goal here is to... What we were told is, hey, you're a cheap bar band. Put that out there.
Right.
But now,
Right.
we want it to be a major label release. It's like, okay, well, now we can really peel back the onion and,
So the
and like
song itself is not going to change.
Yeah.
We're happy with the song.
We're gonna take out some of the buzzes in the guitars.
Right. The
we thought that
the
that
piano
was a part of
tones, the vocal tones, all those things will kind of improve. The performances are anything that we re-record is going to improve, right? So the heart and soul of the song is still going to be exactly the same. The vibe of the song we're trying to keep the same also. We're not trying to make it sound like either of our bands. We're not trying to make it sound... It's just like... So that band that recorded that song got a record deal and got more money and a better studio to record in, and they said, hey, re-record that song because we like it.
Yeah.
And so that band got to, a couple years later, re-record the song and go, now that we have the backing and the time to put into
resources
and the resources, how do we make this song sound the way we actually want it to sound? So vibe-wise and everything, it's not going to change. So, but I will be very interested, Donna, to know from you, especially, what you think. I bet you there's going to be people that are like, I like the first version better because it's going to sound like honest.
It's a charm to it.
There's a charm. It's not, there's a certain,
production value.
Yeah.
That
I don't want to say it sounds amateur, but I'm going to say there's a little bit more of a bare bones vibe to
100%.
it that might appeal to people.
It's one guitar.
Yep.
It's not double guitars.
Right.
And we did that on purpose.
Right. And now it's going to just sound the same but bigger.
Mm-hmm.
If you put on headphones, you'll hear different things.
Ear candy.
Yeah.
Ear candy is what we're going for. So
building on to
is
the idea.
That being said, Bacon Is My Passion is alive and good, and we are going to be releasing music and recording it here for our BIMP squad.
Yes, indeed.
So
absolutely.
If you're interested in the process, hop on to patreon.com/baconismypodcast.
Third tier members, BIMP squad, jump on, and you're going to be able to be a part of it.
So yeah. So we talked about a lot.
We have, definitely.
We talk about a myriad of different things, and I feel like these tastings really do break things up because you lose track of
lose track of time. Yeah.
And thought.
Mm-hmm.
And everything.
Yeah, my brain shut off there for a minute.
I know.
I was just trying to get through it.
Yeah, I'm so happy you didn't throw up.
As am I.
Yeah.
As am I.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
If you enjoyed this episode, give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments.
Like, subscribe.
Consider subscribing, liking,
things.
all that stuff. It costs you nothing and it helps us a lot. If you really like the episode or you really like what we do or you want to have a hand in what we do, consider going over to patreon.com/baconismypodcast and joining one of the tiers and figuring out which one's right for you and how you guys want to help the show. Everything about it helps the show. Like we said, we're taking on more things. We're taking on more subscription things and paying for things to try and bring the show to another area. So our costs are going up, which is okay. Like we understand that.
Doing business.
And it's the cost of doing business. Like I said, we're trying to grow. But if you want to help us during that growth spurt, in that growth stage, consider jumping over there. If that's not something you want to do, consider going to baconismypodcast.com and buying a t-shirt or
like this one.
Exactly. Finding a way to support us that way. We appreciate everything. Just listening to us is excellent and is more than enough. So thank you guys for everything that you do. Thank you for being a part of it. Our patrons, our BIMP squad, thank you guys for being a part of this live. Thank you for all your comments. They're so awesome. We appreciate everything. We love interacting with you guys. Thank you to everybody that's commented on everything this past week. Continue to do so, please. Like I said before, we're going to try and interact and answer every comment that you have. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you're into. Let us know what you're not into. Yeah, that's about it.
You got it all. Except for one thing.
What's that?
One really important thing that you need to always ask yourself.
What did I forget?
So, wipe away all the things that you've got in life.
Uh-huh.
What's the thing that gets the juices flowing?
You mean the question?
I mean the question. The one that really cuts the core of you.
Right.
The one that maybe your topping side or main course. What is that question, young James?
What? Your bacon. What's your bacon?
Compound words are tough.
What's your bacon? There's an apostrophe. It's an apostrophe.
Yeah, it is.
It was just a pause.
Mm-hmm.
It was too long of a pause. It was a pregnant pause.
Yeah. Grandma.
Yeah.
Is my bacon.
Grandma. World peace. All that she wants is another baby. I don't know why these songs are popping in my head.
I
Yo,
don't know
what's your
why.
bacon?